There's really nothing else that makes me feel like more of a failure as a manager than having to fire someone because of performance. And I specifically say performance because there are a lot of different reasons that you can terminate someone. Sometimes it's a risk or liability issue, and that's more cut and dry. And sometimes your business makes a financial or strategic decision to eliminate a position, and that's about the business. It doesn't feel as personal. But when you have to fire someone because of performance issues, to me it always feels like a failure, because ultimately that means that I was unable to coach, mentor, empower someone to perform at work. And that's after I've put them in that position. I've hired them or promoted them to that position, and they're failing. My tendency is to give someone second, third, 10 chances, because with good intentions, I believe that I want to see the best in everyone, and I want to be able to bring out the best in everyone. But that's pretty selfish, because if someone is really failing in a position, then holding on to them after you've had performance improvement plans and you've given them coaching and tools, and after you've done everything you can do, holding on to someone is detrimental to the team, to you, and to that person. It impacts the team negatively because you're tolerating low performance, and high performers will take notice and they could become resentful. But for that person, you're robbing them of the opportunity to find somewhere where they can shine, where they can truly use their talents and gifts to become a high performer. There are times when you have that conversation with someone about performance and they decide to go find that other position on their own. They leave and they find somewhere where they can thrive. And there's times when you have that conversation and that person sees the light and they turn things around, and that's great news for everyone. But if you don't see improvement and the behaviors continue, then you have to have that conversation and you have to make the hard decision, because it only gets worse with time. As one of my mentors always told me, bad news gets worse with time. And the longer you wait, the harder it is and the worse things get. So, how do you determine when to make that decision? How many chances? Some organizations have a pretty structured performance improvement plan. Others don't. So how do you make that tough call? When do you know for certain that this person isn't meant to be in this position? And how do you approach that conversation? Let me know your thoughts. Thanks, y'all.